Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. I have a fun video for you today. I cannot wait to let you know about it, but we have someone very special that we're collaborating with today, and I'm sure most of you guys know who she is. But anyways, before we get on to the video, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and this is my sleepy Oliver. And if you're returning, you guys are the best. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So, Kathy Jo and I came up with some ideas of things that we have to use. So, we're going to use some of those reed sticks. We're going to use a wreath form. We both have to use all of these items. And then we're going to use a square box from Dollar Tree. We're going to use a canvas. And then we are also going to use a napkin. Oh, wait, some paint stir sticks, 1 gallon paint stir sticks, and some fabric. And at the time I showed this, I wasn't sure if I was using the fabric or not. A napkin, which I didn't know which one I was going to use, some buttons, some beads, and then some sola wood flowers, which I was happy to use those because I've had some of these forever and I have three containers and I got them down to two. I was so excited. And then these nasty color paints. Oh my goodness. So we can only use these paints, and I can use light mocha, harvest orange. What was that lime? Tuscan teal was the other one. And then I can only use my quick and thick tight bond glue. She can only use Aleene's glue. And let me tell you, it was not easy. So I'm going to take this wreath form. I'm going to take some nautical rope from Dollar Tree. I'm going to wrap the wreath form. I'm using my tight bond glue, and I'm clamping it so that it can dry with the two pieces of rope together. That's what I glued together. And so I am just going to wrap this whole wreath form with my rope. Now, I think I used 5 of these from Dollar Tree to wrap the whole wreath form. And I had to use my tight bond and clamp it every time. And it really slowed me down. And you guys, after doing this, we both were talking, and it just amazes us how much it slowed us down not being able to use hot glue. Because even though the tight bond quick and thick is quick and it's thick, but it still can take, 5 minutes at least, usually 5 to 7 minutes to set. It seemed to be taking a little longer on the rope, and I don't know if it's because of the fabric of it or what, but it took a while for me to get this completely wrapped and done. In fact, I only did it in one. I didn't do anything else the day that I did this. But once I had that completely wrapped, which will be in just a few minutes, as you can see, I'm just kind of going to add some glue onto the bottom part of the rope that was in the front, gluing the back part. Oh my gosh, I hope you saw and understand what I did. Anyways, I took my sola wood flowers here, and I had some really big ones that never seemed to work on my projects, and I thought it would be perfect for this wreath. So I'm going to take some floral wire here, and I'm going to wrap it around one of the bars of the wreath form, but it was moving around too much. So I went ahead and took one of the pieces of that wire, brought it around my rope, and then twisted it around the rope. And then that way it would stay better. So I'm going to twist quite a bit until I get this to be a length that I want, because I'm going to put my sola wood flowers through the wire there, just like you see. Now, most of these were pretty easy. There was a few that I kind of struggled with a little bit, but for the most part, these wood flowers are so soft. It was pretty easy to get that wire to go through. And then once I got the wire to go through, I just used my needle nose pliers to kind of turn the end over into kind of a hook. So that way, it would hold those flowers down. And then I did use a little bit of glue underneath it as well. Now the smaller flowers, I'm just going to cut off the end, and I'm just going to glue them in place. They seem to stick pretty well with my tight bond glue, and I'm just going to do that all the way around, and I'm just putting in as many of these flowers as I can, just kind of alternating the colors that I had. And yeah, and then I took these bows. Now, Kathy Jo made these bows for me and gave them to me last year when we met for the first time in face to face. And I thought, oh, I bet you I have I bet you there's a bow in there that I could use. And sure enough, there was two. So I'm just taking my wire, I'm stringing them behind the bows, and then I'm going to wrap the bows together and just twist that wire, just like you see. And then I'm going to take my wire and I am going to put it around one of the rings. I think I put it around the top ring because it looks kind of funny to me. I think I need to lower it down to the middle ring. But I'm just going to twist that wire around that ring until it's tight and secure. And then I just cut off the excess. Then I'm just going to fluff up my bow here. And the tails of the ribbon was not dovetailed, so I'm just going to fold in half and I'm going to cut at an angle to dovetail. And yeah, and that's all there is for this. It's really easy. It'd be easier with hot glue. And there it is. Oh my gosh, you have to let me know what you think about this, but let me tell you, I am not happy with this video, and neither is Kathy Jo. So if you don't know, I am collaborating with my bestie, Miss Kathy Jo, with Kathy Jo DIYs. And if you don't know who she is, which most of you do, she is amazing. She does amazing work and she is hilarious. And if you're ever down, you just watch her and you'll crack up because she is so funny. But she is wonderful. So make sure, if you haven't already, check her out, subscribe to her, tell her I sent you to her, and I'll have links to her video and channel in my description box below. Okay, DIY number 2. So now I'm going to use the 1-gallon paint stir sticks. So I have 7 there, I believe, and I took 2 more and I'm just marking them, and then I'm going to cut them with my miter shears. And sometimes these gallon or paint stir sticks can be easy to cut, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes you just kind of have to wiggle them around. But once that was done, I am going to go ahead and use my Tite Bond to glue this. Now I put that right over where those holes are, where the top part of those sticks are. And then this one I'm just marking towards the bottom, and then I'm going to glue them on the bottom there too. And as you can see, I'm going to use that adorable napkin that's from decoupagenapkin.com. But before I use that, I'm going to paint the whole thing with this light mocha, which is, it's an okay color. Not my favorite to work with, though. I'm going to remove the canvas from this frame. I'm going to remove all the staples and remove the canvas. And then I'm going to lay my napkin down. I'm going to take off the 2 tiers that are the 2, not tiers, what do they call it? Plies, the 2 plies behind the napkin. And then I am going to lay it on top of my canvas there, and I'm going to cut that out so that it's going to be the back of my canvas. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because we can't use white, and so I was afraid that that light mocha, even though it was a lighter color, that it would still make my napkin look a little darker. So I'm going to use the canvas as the backing for my napkin. So I'm just going to use Mod Podge, and you might be saying, well, why not just use the plies of the napkin behind it? I think it would come apart. I could be wrong, but I just think that that's why you don't want to have all 3 layers, because they'll come apart easier when they get wet. Anyways, so I just laid my napkin down, and I'm going to cover it with a little bit more Mod Podge. And you guys, I really actually liked using the napkin on the canvas. It's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm going to take these sticks here, and you've seen me do this a dozen times. I'm going to use it to make a frame. I'm going to cut the corners at angles there, and then I'm just going to cut them all down to make a frame around my napkin. Now I will tell you guys, I like this one. I think it's pretty, but all of the rest of these I'm just not happy with. And it's those darn paint colors, because they're so ugly. I shouldn't say ugly. The Tuscan teal is very pretty. The light mocha, it's okay, but that bright orange and bright lime green is just horrible. But we made it work. So I'm going to glue my painting or my napkin here onto my sign, and then I'm going to use my Tite Bond glue to glue all of those frames around my napkin. And yeah, And I think I'm going to show you all of this. So I apologize. I shouldn't have had to show you so much of this, but I tell you, I just felt so out of sorts doing this, and it's all because of not being able to use the hot glue and having to use only those 4 colors. Um, when I picked them for Kathy Jo, I thought, ah ha ha, I'm gonna make this hard on her, not thinking that she was gonna do the same thing to me. And when I saw the colors, I just about died, and she did the same. But anyways, once I had that glued on, I painted these buttons with the Tuscan teal, which is a very pretty color. And then I'm just going to use my Titebond glue to glue those in place, just like you see. And I can't tell you how many times I tried to reach over to grab my hot glue gun, and then I have to remind myself, no, I can't use it. But it really slowed me down. So I'm going to take some twine and make a 4-loop finger bow, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out if I want to do 3 or 4. I ended up doing 4. I'm going to cut a long tail. I'm going to take that tail and wrap it around between my fingers, come up around and go through that hole or that loop that I just made and pull tightly. And then I'm just going to cut off the legs, and I am going to glue that bow right in place. I was totally expecting to see my hot glue gun there, guys. And then I just went ahead and used my stapler to staple on my hanger, making sure that the staple was going through where that extra gallon paint stir stick was. And that's all there was for this. Now it feels like it's missing something. I don't know. You have to let me know. But to me, this is my favorite out of all of them. The rest I just could live without.
Oh, here we are, guys. I am so glad you are here today. Are you enjoying this video? I hope so. Kathy Jo and I, she's crazy, and she makes me crazy. But anyways, we had a lot of fun talking about what we wanted to do for collaboration, to just kind of try to make it fun and challenging. And you know what's so funny is we picked our paint colors. We wrote them down. We looked through our stash without the other one seeing what the other was doing. We looked through our stash of paints, wrote down the colors, and then showed them to each other because we are chatting on FaceTime. And we both died laughing because they were not the exact colors, but they were in the exact family, like the tan, the orange, the lime green kind of a thing, and the tealish blue. We just died laughing because it's like, great minds think alike, I guess. I don't know if I'd say our minds are great, but similar minds think alike. Anyways, we were just dying laughing that we came up with those colors without even talking to each other about what colors. So it should be interesting because some of those colors I'm like, I don't know, we'll see. But I love Kathy Jo. She is amazing. And if you don't know who she is, which I highly doubt because I know a lot of you guys watch her channel as well as mine, but if you don't, make sure you check her out and subscribe. She is so close to her 30,000. In fact, she might be at her 30,000 by now. The last time I looked, she was super close, and she's gonna have a big giveaway, so make sure you check her out. You won't be disappointed. She is amazing and she's hilarious. And if you're having a bad day, just put on her videos and it will get brighter, that's for sure. But anyways, I am glad you're all here. Thank you all so very much for watching. And if you are new here, I would love it if you'd become part of our YouTube family as well. And let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And if you are new or you are going to Kathy Jo for the first time, let her know that I sent you. I would love that, and she would love that as well. But anyways, we are going to continue on with the video, so let's continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 3. So I'm going to take this box. Now this has that shiny paper on it, and I was hoping that I could take it off and have a clear surface underneath it, but it was really ripping off kind of hard and wasn't leaving a very nice piece to us, but I did get all that shiny stuff off of it. So I thought, okay, I can't paint this not looking like this, so what am I going to do with this? So then I thought, okay, I'm going to take this fabric. So I went ahead and decided to use this fabric since it did match the the green and orange paint that I had. And I'm adding some glue inside the box and adding my fabric. Now, I wish I would have added glue to the outside of the box. You'll see later when I add the feet, it's a little wobbly because the fabric isn't glued on the outside. But I am just going to go all the way around and glue the fabric on the inside of my box here, just like you see me doing. And oh my gosh, I liked this material for fall, but right now I'm looking at this material going, that is so ugly. Oh my goodness, I don't know. And it's not ugly, but it's just these colors. I'm just so over these colors. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, I am not happy with this project at all. I just don't like it, and I apologize that I didn't do better, but I feel like I could have done better. But anyways, I'm going to take this Rub-On Transfer from Essential Stencil, and I'm going to put this on the lid. Now the lid, the shiny paper that was on it came off really nicely, so which I'm glad, because then it gave me that white surface to use. So I just use this to rub on. Now I did not glue the lid to the box down, so if you are crazy enough to want to make this, you could make it as a gift box if you wanted, or just a box, but I'm going to make it as a sign. So yeah. So once I had this done, I was just trying to figure out something that would go with these colors. I mean, these colors are hard, especially this time of year, to figure out what to do with them. So I'm just going to cut these sticks down. I'm not going to angle the ends of these. I'm just going to keep them straight. And then I painted them with this bright lime orange, or lime color orange. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm just going to paint them, but they're so bright, and I don't know. I was trying to like it. I really was, but I just couldn't. So I decided, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of that light mocha and with a baby wipe and just kind of lightly go over it, just to kind of try and soften that lime green, but I don't know. I don't know if it made it better or worse. So then I just took some of that lime green here, and I'm going to paint around the lid, as you see me doing right there. And then I'm going to glue my sticks on with my Tight Bond. Come here, Oliver. And then after that, I am going to, what do I do? Oh, I decided to try and tone down this green with some of my braided jute ribbon. I'm going to glue this around. I don't know if I like this or not, really, guys. Well, I know I don't. I'm sorry. If you do, I'm sorry. I don't. These colors, I just can't get over these colors. Anyways, I thought about trying to do 6 DIYs, but I sent Kathy Jo text message. I said, I just can't. I'm over this. I'm not doing 6. I'm only doing 4 projects. But I'm going to paint 6 of those beads with that lime green. And this is where I'm gluing them on. And if you watch me glue them onto the fabric part, you'll see the fabric kind of move. The bead moves. And so it's not real sturdy. And that's because I didn't glue the fabric on the outside, which I should have. But I didn't realize it at the time. Yeah, anyways. So I'm just going to add 6 of these little beads for feet, and then I'm going to add some beads around it, and we have a little sign. I'm not going to say a cute little sign because it's a not so cute little sign, which is what I almost titled my video, because I almost said not so cute DIYs, because I'm just not so thrilled with these. But anyways, here it's this one. You don't have to let me know what you think about it. That's for sure. Okay, here's a celebration of your recreations. And Valerie, you made some adorable things. I just love that little gnome. It is so cute. Thank you so much, Valerie. And then we have Joe. This is such an adorable basket. I just love it. Oh my goodness. And then we have Shauna, sorry. And the wood piece was for a wedding, and then this beautiful sign. Thank you, ladies. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. And a big shout out to Lisa. Thank you so much. She gifted me with some coffee money for my birthday, and I appreciate it so much. And if you want to donate any money to me to help me out, you can always send me some through my Buy Me a Coffee account that's listed there. Okay, DIY number 4, final DIY. Okay, I'm going to take 7 more of those 1-gallon paint stir sticks and then the frame from that canvas, and I'm just marking it out here so I know where to cut my paint stir sticks. And then I'm going to use my miter shears. These are in my Amazon store, which is in my description box. A link to it is. If you don't have these are amazing to work with. But I'm just going to cut the tops off of them. And then I'm going to take some jumbo craft sticks here and I'm going to glue my sticks together with this. Now, when I use normally I use wood glue and hot glue and I can paint them right away. This time I had to wait like 5 to 10 minutes till my paint set. And then I painted it with that light mocha. Now, I actually painted the frame the light mocha too, but then I do end up changing it here in a little bit. But I'm just going to glue that together. And since I wanted to make sure it adhered, I'm going to use my clamps here to clamp it in place. And Oliver, sorry guys, Oliver's trying to get under the blankets that I'm sitting on. I took my harvest orange and some of that light mocha and I'm going to mix it together. I thought I wanted to, I'm making flowers with these buttons and I wanted 2 tones. And it came out with kind of a peachy color, which is pretty, but I'm not a big orange and peach fan. But anyways, I'm going to paint some of those buttons with that peachy color and some of the buttons with that harvest orange color. And then once I am done, I'm going to take that Tuscan teal, which is very pretty. I don't mind using that one. But I did add a little dab of that lime color and then I'm going to mix it together. And I was really trying to come up with something that was a little more green. I didn't want it to be so teal. And then I'm going to take some of my light mocha and add a little bit of that. And then it was kind of looking a little muddy-ish. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that. So I thought, well, let's add just a little more of this lime color. And I did. And it came out with a really pretty green color. So I'm going to just paint those sticks that the reed sticks I had cut down. Those leaves came from Dollar Tree in a packet of little wood cutouts. And I'm going to paint all of those with that greenish color there. And then after I have them all painted, I laid everything out in my sign here, as you see, and then I'm just going to glue them all in place so that we have some little flowers here. And as you can see, I changed the frame. I painted it with that peach color. And then I'm just going to glue some of my braided jute cord all around my picture here. And I wanted to add like some moss to it, but then I couldn't use my hot glue gun and I didn't know if the tight bond glue would work very well. I'll tell you, it was really hard. It was very challenging not being able to use a glue gun. And it was very challenging not being able to use white paint or even like antique wax or anything like that. It was really it was difficult, and I think that's why I'm just not enjoying this video. But I'm going to glue some little bows on those flowers, and then I painted these 1-inch blocks from Amazon and glued them on the back, and there it is. And oh, yeah, there it is. I feel like it's missing something too. But anyways, here's your final reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, somewhat enjoyed this. I know it's not my best, and but it was fun. It was fun being challenged. So anyways, I will be back again Thursday with another video. I'm going to go away for my birthday for a couple days, but I will have a video ready for you. So be watching for that. And then stay tuned to watch me open some gifts from some subscribers. With all that, have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, I have some fun fan mail. Is that what they call it? I don't know. I just think it's fun whenever some of you guys send me some stuff. It's a lot of fun to get something and to see what you have to say, and I just want to share it with you. So this came from Ellen, and she sent me a beautiful, a beautiful card, and I'll show it to you here. Isn't that pretty? And I think, yeah, she made it. So pretty. I love that. Gorgeous. Anyways, thank you, Ellen. So she sent me a whole bunch of, well, I should say a nice assortment of stuff. She sent me some, it looks like, I think they're rub-on transfers here. They are just beautiful. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? And then we've got these. I love the rain boots. I definitely have to do something with it. And then look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then another one. And then I think this is probably what she made that card with. She's got these beautiful papers. Looks like something that maybe you get from Temu. I don't know. But, sorry, I'm trying to hold this stuff and it's falling. So let me see if I can do that. Okay. So look at that beautiful bird. And I know Candace loves that. This butterfly, I just love it. Oh, look at that. Oh, so pretty. And the flower, oh, just beautiful. And look at that bunny. Oh, it's so cute. And I love the edges, how they're cut like that. I don't know if they came like that or if she did that. But it's just so pretty. Oh, and I love that bird too. I do love birds. Look at that one. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. And is there another one? Oh, another bird one. I love that. I don't know what it is about birds. You know, they used to freak me out, like if I was walking and saw a bird, but now I'm not freaked out anymore. I love that one. And there at the beginning. So thank you, Ellen. And then we have these sweet stickers. I thank God for you. They're these little teddy bears. Look how cute. And then we have the little mice. Aren't those adorable? I love them. Sorry, I'm dropping things. I gotta pick them up. Okay, let me put those away. And then she sent me this beautiful bookmark that it looks like she made. I love it. It's gonna go in my Bible. And then we have these. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? Oh my goodness, I just love them. Little mouse. Look at how cute. And I don't like mice, but these are adorable. I don't like real mice. I should say that. I don't like real mice. Look at the leaves with the mice. Oh, I just realized these are different seasons. So that was fall. We have a Christmas one. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look how cute. And look at, we have mice doing gingerbread. And you guys know me. I love me some gingerbread stuff. So cute. And then the springtime fun. Oh my goodness. It is all so cute. I love it. So much fun. You know what I'll be using. And then she sent me these beautiful napkins for Christmas. It's a nice, beautiful nativity scene. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then this beautiful napkin with this bird and the flowers. So pretty. I'm sure you'll be seeing this very soon. And, oh, those go in the envelope. Okay, oh, one more thing. Sorry, I dropped it. This pretty ribbon, or not ribbon, it's like, it's a rope cord it's called, but it's purple. And you know, my purple is my favorite color. I love it. Thank you. I will be using that very soon. Okay, so that's goodie number one. We have one more box to share with you guys. Okay, guys, so I have another box to show you. Oh my goodness. This came from Yasmin. And I don't like saying the last names. I just think for privacy reasons. So if you're upset, I'm sorry. I just like to, for privacy reasons, not use the last names. But she sent me some of these hay bales. I was going to say hail bales. Hay bales. I love using those. Thank you. She sent me 2 packages of those. And then look at this. Oh my goodness. She knows what I like. And I love this. I can't wait to use it. I might put it in my cabinet now. No, I'll wait till Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Yasmin. And then look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I love it. This is vinyl. I'm thinking it might be, Yasmin, you have to let me know for sure, but I think this might be heat transfer vinyl. Kind of feels that way, but oh my gosh, that is so adorable. I love it. She knows that I like gingerbread stuff. Okay, wait. Oh my goodness, look at this. It is. It's hard to see it because it's covered up by let's see if you can see it. It's a Pez dispenser. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then we have some more stuff here. I love these. Look at this. Aren't those adorable? Oh my goodness. I do gingerbread. For those of you who are new here, I do gingerbread in my kitchen every Christmas. I love it. And I was going to show you guys last Christmas my kitchen, but my mom had knee surgery the week before Christmas. And then with the kids being at home for Christmas break, I just never got a chance to have it clean enough to show everybody. It was a crazy, let me just say it was a crazy week. And then she sent me 3 gingerbread cookie cutters. I love it. It's like, now do I use them to make cookies or do I use them for crafting? Which do I do? And then we have some, if I remember right, I think they're towels. Yes. Oh, these are so cute. Look at those. 'Tis the season for baking cookies, and I think there's 3 of them here. I love it. Thank you so much. Those are going to look great in my kitchen with all my gingerbread stuff. Okay, so let me put these back in the little bag here. And get on with the rest. Oh my goodness. Can't get it in. Okay. So then we got a gingerbread house cookie cutter and the gingerbread. This is another one. This is fun. They press down like that. Cool. She knows me. And yes, I'm just going to try and grab a handful of stuff. These are going to be perfect for fall. I love them. And then some black and red check ribbon. I love ribbon. You guys know. This is going to be a lot of fun to use. This is a gingerbread banner, and it's got gingerbread people and houses. I love that. That's going to be awesome to use. And then these are, I don't know what these are, but these are they're just some cutouts with some birds, and it looks like it's a birthday cake and a heart. Let's see, I think that's a birthday cake, and then some birds. I love it. And then, oh my goodness, look at this pot holder. Isn't that so adorable? I just love it. And we have, let's see, what else do we have? Some cool little brushes here. I think these would be really good to use for my distress oxide, but look at those. And they're so soft. Oh my gosh, they are so soft. But yeah, I love those. And then some faux snow here and some rub-on transfers. We've got the gold, and then we've got the spring one, and we have that one and that one. That's awesome. And then these are some little metal, it says metal shapes, so I think DIY, repair, accent, build, fabricate. Anyways, we'll have to see what we can do with those. And then I love these leaves. I like to get these every year, and I just love those. There's so much you can do with them. And okay, I'm gonna see if I can put this on my lap. So we have, oh my goodness, I think it says thankful. Look at that, with beads. You guys, we have so many beads in here. I'm gonna be good on beads for a while. We have does it say blessed? Yeah, it says blessed with more beads. And then we have thankful with some different shaped beads on that. We have blessed, and we have these. I'm thinking, and I'm wondering if maybe, because I think these are Hobby Lobby. They look like Hobby Lobby. And I'm wondering if she went like when they got the 90% off. And then look at how cute that is with the beads, the bead little garland there. And some more beads and tassels. More beads, more beads. I'm not going to show you guys all the beads. But then there's some nice big Jenga blocks in here. And we have these cute little gingerbread stickers. And just making sure I'm not missing. And then we have, there's 3 of these in here. The one for Joy, little tags. One says, oh, Noel. And then one says Jolly. Those are really cute too. Great to add on to DIY. I think other than the Jenga blocks and beads, that's all there is in there. So thank you so much, Yasmin. This is just amazing. I can't believe all the beads, all the beaded garland. And that is amazing. Thank you so much. Oops, sorry about knocking that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gifts. Bye.